Hey guys, it's your girl Dana, and I am your purpose coach and brand strategist. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please subscribe so you can get more. And yeah, let's dive right in. Okay. So yesterday I was in a nail salon getting my nails done, and I decided to go on YouTube and I started watching an impact theory session with Tom Bilyeu. Shout out to Tom. Love Tom Bilyeu. He's the founder of Impact Theory. He had a guest on and his name was Dr. Joe Dispenza. Yes, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And Dr. Joe Dispenza is an expert in mindfulness, meditation, and how the mind can heal you. That's exactly what he focuses on. Healing your body through the mind, right? So I'm not going to talk about that aspect of it, which I think is profound as well. But there was one thing that they had a discussion about, and it really was like, that makes sense, right? So he said that if you have certain habits, let's say in your mind you decide that you don't want to do something, why is it hard for some people who decide that they don't want to do something for them to stop doing it? Like, what is it, right? So let's say, for example, you want to stop maxing out your credit card. Some people may not max out their credit card for maybe a month, but then they find themselves right back into the same rotation of maxing out their credit card. And they're like, and then it's not until they do like an audit of their bills, they're like, oh my God, why do I keep maxing out my credit card? Like, I don't want to max out my credit card anymore, right? So Dr. Joe Dispenza believes that the reason why people are not breaking out of their habits, bad habits, or any habits for that matter, is because their body is overriding their thoughts, right? So obviously your mind is the head. Your mind creates a thought and an action, and your body is supposed to follow through. Well, over time, when you continue to do the same things over and over and over again, and you develop a routine, the routine can override the decisions that you're making. So if you want to make a change, your routine is the reason why you're not able to make that change. And I was like, that makes sense. Duh, right? Of course. That makes a lot of sense, right? So for me, one of the routines that I have, I can't figure out why I can't work out every day. Like, I didn't put it on my goals. You see, somewhere it's there. It's there. I put it up there last year, didn't fulfill it, and I put it up there this year, and I've been putting it up there for years, right? And I'm like, damn, why is it so hard for me to go and allocate time to working out? Now, don't get me wrong. I have experienced great success, but I'm still a massive procrastinator, for sure. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I procrastinate on a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I could have done that would have had me further along than where I am right now, but I know that I'm not moving at that pace because I'm procrastinating, right? So why am I continuing to procrastinate when I know the direction I want to go in and I know what my goals are? What's the issue, right? Am I bugging out? What is it? And the issue is my routine, my daily routine. And I'm going to tell you a snippet of my daily routine. I get up in the morning, and one of the first things that I started to do again was pick up my phone. And instead of looking at just the time, and I have to pick up my phone because my alarm clock is on my phone. So my alarm clock goes off every day at 6:30, right? So my alarm clock goes on, I pick up the phone, I turn the alarm clock on snooze or I turn it off, right? So then I lay in my bed and then I pick up my phone again. And then when I pick up my phone again, what do? I may see an email or maybe some previous notifications of Instagram coming up. And the first thing I do is go on it. So now I've already put myself in this mental whirlwind of looking at what other people are doing, right? Which is why for me, doing a lot of new things is really hard for me to conceptualize because I will move a lot faster. But it's hard for me to conceptualize it because I'm looking at other people. So now I'm judging and measuring myself to other people. It may not be conscious, but it's subconscious. Definitely doing it subconsciously, right? So I get up in the morning, I turn off my alarm. My alarm is on my phone. I end up on my emails. I end up on Instagram, even if it's for 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute. I'm on Instagram scrolling for even a second, right? Boom. I put my phone down. I go into the bathroom. I get myself together. I go make Tintin's breakfast. I wake her up at 7. I get her dressed for school. Her breakfast is on the table. 10 minutes later, I know Junju's gonna wake up, so I make his milk already. I make him some of the breakfast, give him his portion of the breakfast too. He eats. We get out the house by 7:40. I drive her to school. I come home. I read Junju at least 3 books, and this is every Monday through Friday. I read him 3 books. I get in the shower. I get dressed. I go to my office. In the middle of all of those things, someone has called me. I'm talking on the phone. I'm definitely on Instagram. I'm definitely planning a post for the day because I'm not great at, I'm procrastinated. So I should have did it on the weekend, but I'm doing it per day because it has to be done. I'm in business. I need to market, right? And then I'm on the phone. Sometimes I'm on the phone from the moment that I get out the shower all the way until I sit down in my office for a while with somebody, right? Inside of that period, I can create a new habit and say, okay, from me picking Tintin up to the school, reading to Junjun, I have time, a window where I can go work out for 45 minutes a day, even 45 minutes. But something happens, a habit that causes me to say, And then when I get home, I'm like, my husband is like, did you work out today? I'm like, no. Why? No excuse. I could have. And it's because I haven't found the way to break the habit that I've had since Tintin was born, or since she started going to school for that matter, right? This is a habit that I've had since she was 3 years old that I'm trying to break. She's 6. A 3-year-old habit trying to override my mind, or is actually overriding my thoughts. Breaking a habit, and this is something that they discuss, is one of the most uncomfortable things that you can do. Whether the habit is good or bad, it is very uncomfortable. It's like when I first learned how to drive and how uneasy I was in the car. And I was so afraid of what could happen. It's the same thing. And most people who are successful, or all people who are successful, they are comfortable being uncomfortable. All right? Because the only way you could break habits is to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you're a smoker and you try not to smoke, you're going to be uncomfortable. If you are somebody that's afraid to swim and you start to learn how to swim, you're going to be uncomfortable. If you're a person that doesn't like to go to school and you sit down in a classroom, you're going to be uncomfortable. Even if it's something that you set out to do. So I think that the key is to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Learning new things, uncomfortable. Right? That's why when you do things that you love, it kind of makes the comfortable state a little bit better because you're interested. It's drawing you in, right? So it's not like, I love to work out. So if I say, okay, this month I'm going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, even though I'm uncomfortable, that's still a habit and a passion that I have. So it works together with my thoughts. Everything has to be, and that's what I'm starting to realize real alignment means. You have to be aligned with your thoughts. You have to be aligned with your decisions. You have to be aligned with your interests, and you have to be aligned with your habits. That's how you get from what you're thinking about doing to doing what you're doing. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, thank you very much. I think that I think he spoke for like 30 minutes. He explained it so eloquently and spoke about a lot of other things. But like, your thoughts can be overridden by your habits. If you have bad habits and you have good thoughts, you're still going to continue doing the things that you're used to doing. Your body overrides the mind. I know a lot of people like this. Oh no, this year, that's it. I'm focused. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But they can never get to it. They may do X, but never the Y and the Z. Why? Because they haven't broken their habit. So if there's a route that you take every day that causes you to go hang out with a certain group of people, try another route. If when I go to this place, I feel compelled to go someplace that I don't need to be, I'm not going there anymore. It sounds simple, but it's extremely hard. Have better habits. Atomic Habits, right? Atomic Habits, one of my favorite books by James Clear. Okay, you need to form small habits that can change your life. I'm still working on it. Maybe you guys could work on it with me. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can hear more about my thoughts and some of the things that I go through. And you can learn something, or I can learn something from you if you comment on my YouTube channel. All right? So I'll see you soon. Bye.